By the end of today, this Harley-Davidson Electric Glide is going to look as good as it did when it rolled off the line in 1965. Join us as we install a new exhaust system and put our body panels back on this classic ride. Welcome to Classic Rides. I'm your host, Kevin Tetz. Well, we're taking a very important step in the restoration of our classic Harley panhead today. This is the time to where we really get to see some progress by installing our fresh painted body panels back on our classic Harley. And soon we'll get this thing back on the road where it belongs. But before we can do that, we need to install our new exhaust system. Isn't that right, Dunk?
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. As a matter of fact, to go along with our new exhaust system, we got these longer fishtails so that when we put them on, they'll extend out past the back of the bike, because remember, the ones that were on came to the end of the saddlebags.
Yeah, and they were hidden underneath.
Right, and this way we'll be able to see that pretty fishtail.
We want to see that.
You got it.
And we're staying with the factory system, which is a true dual system, right?
That's correct.
So that's going to have one dedicated exhaust pipe for each cylinder, and that's going to give us a unique sound, too.
That's correct.
All right, so talk to me.
Well, first of all, you did such a good job putting this on here. We're going to have to take some of this back off.
You're kidding me.
No. This pipe with this bend is going to have to go in there, and we're going to have to get the right angle of the dangle in relationship with the sun, the earth, and the moon to get this pipe back in there. So seeing as how you got experience putting this on, you can probably take it off better than I can.
Well, I guess somebody's got to do it.
I know. And I'll work on the front one.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
In order to install our new exhaust pipes, we have to move the battery and voltage regulator so the rear pipe can fit through. We also remove the brake pedal so we can install the front exhaust pipe. We remove the battery bracket and move the voltage regulator out of the way. We also loosen and move the saddlebag guard. There we go.
Yeah, watch that there, that might fall.
Okay. And with some maneuvering, the rear exhaust pipe goes in. Should I hold my breath?
Just make sure the angle of the dangle's right.
In relationship to the sun and the moon.
The earth and the moon.
Oh, the earth and the moon.
Yeah.
See, I would have had that wrong. I would have been stuck doing this for days.
Don't call me.
And Dunk hooks the rear exhaust pipe up to the rear cylinder head spigot.
Okay, there we go.
And there's no gasket for that exhaust pipe, is there?
No, that's because it's a metal-to-metal seal, and once the motor runs and builds up a little carbon, it actually makes a tight fit.
Well, when the parts heat up, they'll expand as well, too.
That's correct. You know, Kevin, this one here has this real flat spot on it.
Yeah, it sure does.
Because it goes between the bottom of the motor and the frame. And, of course, with it being round, it wouldn't fit. So this is one of the reasons why the exhaust is peculiar to a panhead.
And so that's not restrictive being squished like that, is it?
Well, a little bit, but you can't run the exhaust down below the frame because then it would be right on the road.
You'd have no road clearance.
That's right.
Dunk installs the front exhaust pipe, slipping it in between the gear case and the frame. He slips the new clamp over the shoulder of the header pipe and installs that onto the front cylinder head spigot. The header pipe simply slips into the front pipe. Then Dunk reinstalls the master cylinder and brake pedal. It's always a good idea to use thread locker on important fasteners such as the brake lever nut. And I reinstall the battery bracket and voltage regulator. Now this is what's going to help us get that unique Harley sound. I slip a new clamp over the fishtail muffler and install that onto the connector pipe. You tell me when to stop.
Right there.
Okay.
Right there. Let's put this back bolt in.
The front muffler clamp bolt is installed and the connection is secured. And then all the clamps can be tightened down. That looks great. For a closer look at installing the exhaust system on our Harley, check out our website at DIYnetwork.com. During the break, we'll finish installing the fishtail muffler on the other side. And when we come back, I'll color sand and polish our freshly painted fuel tanks. That's next on Classic Rides.